So the cell cycle has 3 parts: interphase, mitosis, cytokinesis. Interphase is the cell preparing for division. Mitosis is when the nucleus divides, okay? So not the cell completely dividing, but the nucleus is going to divide, and a lot of things happen within the cell to cause or to allow for this to happen. So the first thing I want you to look at is what a chromosome looks like inside your nucleus of your cell. It kind of looks like an X, and then there's a little dot in the middle called a centromere, and they refer to each of these sticks as a chromatid, okay? So a chromosome looks like an X. In the middle, they're attached by what's called a centromere. I always say centromere, underline the M, and think of it as the middle point, because there's another word that's very similar to centromere, which is called centriole, and you want to try to differentiate one from the other, okay? Now, in interphase, right here, look what was here. You had a nuclear envelope. This is your nucleus. You had pieces of chromatid, and you had centrioles that were right together, either here or here or here. It's not necessarily at the top, but they were together somewhere in the cell, okay? During prophase, all of those things change. So name me something that happens. You went from little sticks to what?
Don't they like come apart?
Centrioles come apart. Good. So right here, look at my centriole. Look at my other centriole. They moved apart. Okay? What else happened? The nuclear membrane begins to break. And it literally goes away from your vision. So you might see little lines, or you might see nothing. Okay, what else? Let me go back to interphase again. Look at interphase. We have centrioles. We know they moved apart. We have a perfect nuclear membrane. It's starting to break apart. Eventually it'll disappear. What's happening in here? We've got chromatin. What happens here? What? It's chromosomes. Chromosomes form, and they end up coiling up, and they become visible. Write down they become visible. Because before that, we didn't see. Become visible. And what forms? So we've got, nope, nucleus breaks apart, centrioles move apart, chromosomes become visible. It was here all along. And then what do we know this is? Anybody know what these little spaghetti looking lines are? No, it comes out of it though. It's called a spindle. The spindle forms and it comes out of the centrioles, okay? So prophase is the first phase of mitosis, and it has 4 parts to it. So if it's easy for you to remember things like that, you can literally put here 4 parts, so you remember that you have to remember 4 things. Something I want you to do right here in this slide is write the word PMAT. Anybody know what PMAT is? I'm going to divide it like this. Anybody know what the phases of mitosis are? You know the first one. What is it?
Prophase.
Prophase. Anybody know the second one? Metaphase. What's the third one? Anaphase. What's the fourth one? Telophase. PMAT. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. You need to know the order. Need to know the order. Okay? So we got the first one. Let's talk about the second one. Telophase. We're going to go over it. So do you see interphase down here? I put it here so you could see the transition. I didn't remember it was there. All right, so now here's prophase. Let's look at the transition from prophase to metaphase. I want you to underline, well, the word's underlined for you. M for metaphase, M for middle. What's in the middle? Chromosomes. Okay? We're going to learn about that later. Right now, yes.
Oh, okay.
Chromosomes line up in the middle, which we call the equator of the cell. If I turn the cell around, look at this carefully, it is still the middle. Yes? because the middle can be vertically or it could be horizontally. It's the middle, okay? Or like this, still the middle, yes? Okay, let me put it back. What else happens? Look carefully. What else is happening? Hold on, let me move these back to where they belong. Well, they're really not where they need to be. Tell me. Yes.
The spindles like are coming into the middle.
Into what? What do we call this middle?
Oh, the central.
Good. The spindle is connecting to the centromeres, or the centromeres connect to the spindle. Where did the spindle come out of?
The
Centrioles. Look at the centriole. Do you see this? What does it look like here? It looks like a V. What else can it look like? L. Centriole. Sometimes it looks like a T. Kind of here. Centriole. Think of the L. Just remember M for centromere goes in the middle, and the centriole is the other one. So the spindle comes out of the centriole in prophase, and then it attaches to the centromeres in metaphase when the chromosomes line up in the middle. Okay? Look at the picture right here. This is me looking under a microscope and seeing cells going through mitosis. Who can spot a cell that's going through metaphase in this picture? Yes.
The one that has like a little bit of black in it.
Here?
No, the one next to that one.
This one?
No, the one next.
This one?
Yeah.
Nope. Yes. Nobody? It's actually, yes. Yep, it's this one. Okay? You see them lined up in the middle?
Oh.
Okay? You're going to see the difference now when I show you what this is. This is interphase. How do I know it's interphase? What do I see? What do I see? Do you see DNA? What do I see in that picture? Don't tell me what you think you see. What do you see? A black dot. A black dot is the nucleus. If I see a nucleus, I'm an interphase, because as soon as I hit prophase, the nucleus is gone, okay? All right, let's move on. Here's another interphase right here. Okay? See if I can find another metaphase. Hardly, because they're very light. All right, we're going to move on. The next phase is A for anaphase, A for away or apart. What's moving away or apart? Chromosomes are moving apart. Sometimes they reference it as to opposite ends of the pole. What else is happening? Or what's moving them? Good. The spindle's actually pulling them apart, okay? Now we call them chromatids because they're no longer two pieces, right? It's like a piece of a chromosome. Which picture is anaphase? There. Now you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. The last phase of telophase, of mitosis, is telophase. T for telophase, T for telephone. We don't want to think two yet because two has to be cytokinesis. We're still together. Or you could say two together. Off camera, the anaphase looks like this. What starts to happen in telophase? Tell me everything you see.
The chromatids, they go inside their own little thing.
Correct. What's that thing called?
The nucleus.
The nucleus actually reforms. You see the border forming, and they're going to be confined to that area. What else? Nothing, not yet.
The spindles are gone.
The spindle's gone. And there's something else. What else? Tell me. What's this called?
This chromatid.
What's this called? Centrioles. Move to opposite ends again. These little things right here, okay? And that's telophase. And I will stop here. Centrioles come together. Sorry. Centrioles come back together. You see them? Here they are. When you go, I'm going to show you right here. When we started prophase, when we started interphase, centrioles were together. You see them? Then they moved apart during prophase. Here, they come back to one end.
So they duplicate?
They already duplicated during all this process. See how everything went in half? It's really, yes.
Where does the spindle go?
Number 18. Can you go there for me? Who can name me any part of these? Raise your hand. This one right here is metaphase. Always go for that on the test. You know it. Start with that one. M for metaphase. M for middle.
Isn't the middle one anaphase?
The middle one is anaphase because, oops, I'm going to tell you why. I'm sorry. Yes, I just looked at it. You see this cleavage, we know is telophase, right? Okay. Anaphase, they're coming apart. Let me go over wording. What's coming apart? Chromosomes, chromatid. I don't care what chromo word you use. Just remember the word chromo. What's pulling it apart?
The spindles.
The spindle. What are the chromosomes attached by?
Chromatids.
Chromosomes are attached by
Oh, the centromere.
centromere. Okay, name another one. Dylan? No?
The bottom right is prophase.
Good job. How do you know it's prophase?
Because they're kind of like starting to come apart.
What do you not see? The nuclear membrane. Okay, good. Good. Interphase. How do I know it's interphase? Because you could see that black dot. Even if it's not perfect, it is there. Okay? That's interphase. Good job.